morning, everyone. My name is Anthony Lamble, and today I'm going to be speaking about deployments in the United States military. Let's get started off. Benefits of being deployed are financial compensation, retirement points, as well as a feeling of accomplishment. While you're overseas, you generally get tax-free money. Tax-free money that makes a big impact on your check on a week-to-week basis. So there's always that incentive when you're going on deployment. Also, retirement points, how the military retirement system works. Each active duty day you have is another retirement point. So for reservists like I am, it's nice to have those extra retirement points on your books so you don't have to worry about it when you're 20 years in. You get a feeling of accomplishment because not everybody in the United States military gets to go on deployment. I was lucky to be able to go with one in my first contract. It doesn't usually happen that way. So it makes you feel good inside that you've actually accomplished something, which is always great. One of the drawbacks of being deployed is emotional stress. You spend a lot of time away from your family. There's just not a whole lot you can do to get adapted to living with your family for so long, and then all of a sudden being gone for them in a different country for an extended period of time. There's high daily stress, so with some people's activities, you got to worry about adrenaline rushes and making sure you're making the right choices. Every 5 minutes, make sure you're doing your proper job duties, make sure you're not messing anything up. So that could be really stressful. And adapting to change, you're, like I said, in a new environment. So it's key to make sure that you're adapting yourself into that new environment, because it's going to be completely different than when you're at home sitting on the couch watching TV on the afternoons. There are high physical demands of being deployed. Depends on your job duty, depends on each mission, but generally it's very hot, so you gotta be worried about staying hydrated, drinking enough water. You have to carry a lot of weight on you, generally at least like 40-50 pounds a day. A lot of people have to carry twice that, but just for an average person, it's generally like 40-50 pounds. Your job duties can be very different depending on your MOS, which is your job specialty in the military. So I'm not going to dig in too much on that, but the job duties, generally when you're overseas, are a lot more demanding than when you would be at home on, just working your civilian job, or if you're active duty, working an active duty job. One of the best benefits, though, of completing deployment, is coming home. You get to reintegrate when you come home. That's one of the big points. You got to learn how to speak to your family members, speak to civilians again, because you've been away for X amount of time, and that could really change how you think and how you interact with people. It can be a real big game changer. You got to make sure you do some financial planning. A lot of people have saved up a lot of money, and then as soon as they get home, it just disappears. So that can be a really big problem. As long as you go through like a financial course, which they make you do anyways, or just make sure to communicate with your spouse or your significant other about a good budget plan, you should be all right. Employment status is also one of the big issues when coming back home. There is a law in the Arkansas state law that says that you have to be offered your same position and all the entitlements you would have had if you were gone while you're on deployment as soon as you get back. So that's also a benefit, but some people just can't work at the same job they used to, such as injuries or a change of mental status or situations like that. You just may not be suited. So it might be difficult finding a different job when you get back home. But besides all that, coming back home, being able to see your family again, being able to be free, do whatever you want when you get home, when you get off work, go do some recreation, be able to take vacation. It's a really great experience. Overall, military deployments can be really stressful, but there's also a lot of positives in there, like financial compensation and furthering your military career. So overall, that's what I have to say about Army deployments, military deployments, and thank you for listening.